Junkyard is a hard rock band formed in 1987 in Los Angeles, but claim to be from Austin, Texas, with members formerly in Minor Threat, The Big Boys, Decry and Dag Nasty. The band has often drawn comparisons with Guns N' Roses, which, like Junkyard, signed with Geffen Records. On July 10, 2015, Junkyard released two brand new songs, Faded B.W. The River, on Unison Music Group. The release will be available digitally the 7th of October 15 with CD singles and 7 inches vinyl to follow in late August. Junkyard will also be the playing Cathouse Live Festival on August 15, 2015, as well as touring Spain from October 9 to 17. 2015, 2016 dates: 9/17 Hairnation Festival, Irvine Meadows; 9/23 Dallas, Texas; 9/24 Houston, Texas; 10/29 Green Bay, Y; 10/30 Rock and Skull Festival, Joilet, Ill. 2017 will bring a new release and more US/UK dates. History. Origins. The original lineup of the band included several members who were not a part of the group by the time they began recording. Max Gottlieb was the original guitarist and songwriter, and the original drummer was Johnny Hell. These two members would leave the group, and the lineup stabilized around lead singer David Roach, guitarist Chris Gates, bassist Clay Anthony, and drummer Patrick Musingo. Brian Baker, guitar. Dag Nasty, Minor Threat, joined the band just prior to the recording of the first album. Although the band was heavily influenced by Southern rock, Baker had told Sounds, "I hate the concept. I like the music, but I'm not into the rebel flag or the throwing up in your pickup truck." The band was signed by Geffen Records in January 1988. With a self-titled Tom Werman-produced debut album issued in 1989, described by AllMusic as incorporating elements of Southern rock, boogie-woogie, and AC/DC into one compact sound. The album featured the singles "Hollywood" and "Simple Man", as well as such well-known album tracks as "Hands Off". This album was followed 2 years later by Sixes, Sevens and Nines, produced by Ed Stasium and featuring contributions from Steve Earle. Anthony left the band shortly before the release of the second album amid drug problems, to be replaced by Todd Muscat. The band was dropped by Geffen in 1992, with a third album recorded but not released, and disbanded shortly afterwards. The unreleased third album was subsequently issued as XXX and the Joker. Post-breakup, Reformation. Roach founded Borracho with members of Promise and Dogs d'Amour, while Gates formed 99 Pounds. Musingo formed Catfish and later Battery Club. Baker, who had already become a veteran of the punk rock scene prior to joining Junkyard, went on to join Bad Religion. A live Junkyard album was issued in 2000, and Gates, Roach, Musingo and Muscat reformed the band, with Tim Mosher, guitared vocals, added to the lineup. A tour of Japan followed, with Dogs d'Amour guitarist Joe Dog added to the lineup for these dates. The new lineup recorded the 2003 mini-album Tried and True, comprising a mixture of old and new songs. Since 2000, the band has toured Europe twice, co-headlined the Series Z Festival in the south of Spain, with acts that were very complimentary of the way the band should have been marketed. Other bands on the festival were the Helicopters, the Choir Boys, the Wild Hearts, Radio Birdman, Georgia Satellites, Michelle Gun Elephant, 9 Pound Hammer and Reverend Horton Heat, and have played a handful of shows domestically in Austin, Tulsa, Los Angeles to name a few. In 2008, the band released an album of previously unreleased material, originally recorded for a 1987 demo that helped get them signed to Geffen. The album is titled Put It On 10 and Pull the Knobs Off. Although the band members have different ongoing projects, Junkyard is still together and was scheduled to play. This would have been the first time the band played a domestic festival show with acts they were associated with from the signing spree of the late 80s. At the Rock Gone Wild event in 2009, but the event was cancelled. As recent as March 1, 2014, the band has played shows with Brian Baker reuniting with the band between Bad Religion duties. 2015 looks to be more of the same, with Baker returning, plus a few overdue surprises. According to the band, on July 10, 2015, Junkyard released 2 brand new songs, Faded B.W. The River, on Unison Music Group. The release will be available digitally the 7th of October 15, with CD singles and 7 inches vinyl to follow in late August. The band will also be playing Cathouse Live Festival on August 15, 2015, as well as touring Spain from October 9 to 17, 2015. 2016 looks to be a busy year, with more shows being scheduled as well as another new studio release. Side projects. Outside of Junkyard, members of the band remain actively involved in individual projects. Gates with his solo outfit, Chris Gates and Gatesville, based out of Austin. Gates on Gatesville. Once it got to be time to put a band together. Fate and a bunch of mutual friends sent guitar whiz Tony Redman my way. Our first meeting was where Gatesville really began. The more we play together, the more we push each other and the music to see just what we can wring out OFER. The band went through a couple of lineup changes until we found Scott Womack on bass and Paul Solit on drums. Once this lineup came together, the band and the music took on a life of its own. Quote, Baker with Bad Religion and Mosher with his outfit, The Light Brigade. Quote, members. Current. David Roach, lead vocals. 1987 to 1992. 2000 present. Brian Baker, lead guitar. 1989 to 1992. 2006 present. Tim Mosher, rhythm guitar. 2000 present. Todd Muscat, bass guitar. 1991-1992. 2000 present. Patrick Musingo, drums. 1987 to 1992. 2000 present. Former. Max Gottlieb, lead guitar. 1987. Clay Anthony, bass guitar. 1987 to 1991. Johnny Hell, drums. 1987. Chris Gates, guitar. 1987 to 1992. Discography. Albums. Singles. Junkyard's official website. Junkyard on Twitter. Junkyard on Facebook. Junkyard discography at Discogs. Junkyard at Sleazer Rocks.